How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical. This is Cowboy Nation. You know the jam by now. So, buddy people, welcome back to the best, arguably the best colony you've ever laid your eyes on. What happened here? Can someone explain? What happened? I don't know, party people. Grow zones are not for me. Right, let's make sure our cows don't starve to death. I haven't edited last video yet, so I'm curious to see what happened there. But we will sort that out. No worries, no worries, no worries. We do have some traders around here. Almost isn't in the best of moods. So let's get good old Miami to sort out that. And then let's talk about what we're going to do today. We're rocking it, party people. We might start the planning for the new Killbox. I feel like that's going to be very important, considering we've got everything else nailed down. We're getting the second wall up, got a few batteries up, got a few solar panels up. Steel is still not great, but our drug empire is kicking off big time. I didn't expect us to jump straight into a trade screen, but okay, we'll deal with it. See, look, we can sell all our... So all our yayos, so that makes a little bit. Sell all our leather, mainly just to make room in the stockpile. Right, let's stop selling and let's actually see if they've got anything to... You never have steel, like the ones that come to us never have. They have got a load of meat though. Okay, let's get 200. Why are they killing dryads? I think we need to have a word. I feel like we just buy Pelican. I suppose we should buy it. I say that we got we got a decent amount of food. Got 23 meals in the bank with 4 meat spare. This way we can buy quite a lot of meat. Let's just buy all of the Pelican or whatever it's called as well, because beggars can't really be choosers, I suppose. They do have a ball to sell. Have we got anything else we can sell them? So we could sell them some cloth. So I'll put like just 500 in there, because actually that would be another way to help us. 20 devil strand. We're not going to be able to do anything with, so let's sell that. So let's get your cow and let's get the bull. So then we have 2 bulls for breeding. Another cow that can give us milk, which will help with the food problems that we are having. We're trying to think clever today. Keyword try. We have a prosthetic arm laying around. I can't even remember building it. Okay, and then the rest of the stuff... Anything that's tattered or low, get rid. Got a little bit of gold, no reason to sell. That will do us, and we pocket a little bit of cash. Nice, nice, nice. We'll wait until the morning, then we will haul that, and then we'll sort of just keep pounding, grounding and pounding on what we want to do. Let's make sure everyone's work priorities are set. Nice, nice, nice. As long as that grow zone. I'm going to have to see in the recording what happens there. Right, it is the morning. So let's get everyone hauling as much as possible, because we've got no reason. Hands. Oh, he's pruning his tree. Not a euphemism. Let's make sure it's got space in this stockpile. PEMM. There we go. And let's try doing that again. Lovely. We have quite a few people that are incapable of hauling, which is more of a disappointment than anything else. Okay, speed for it. Let's get that meeting. I feel like that's a good start, especially with our food problems. And if we go into wildlife, there's not actually that much on there, and we are at the point where we are hunting rats. Mainly because it's that bad. Life is just that bad, party people. We're eating rats, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We are totally under control. And I will tell that to the cops. We have a bulk's good trade. Is that a ship? That could be interesting. Miami. So get you to haul that. Teddy to haul that. Let's haul all this in. And then we might be able to actually make some more moves here in the market, which is really nice, actually. So let's haul that first, because we need the coinage to come back anyway. Until the coinage comes in, it's not too much we can do, because it's mainly the steel that we're after. So Miami's got that. Let's come on here. Let's get the bulk good trader. We started with 2 bulk goods traders in this episode. That's pretty good. They've got some Labradors. They have got some more cows, funny enough. But let's have a look, because that steel is of vital importance. They've got so much, we can't really afford that. So let's sell all our cloth. We might not do this trade. We just want to see how it goes for starter. So we might not. This is just to see how much money we can raise. Let's sell all our jade, because we're not using it at the moment. Same with plasteel, we're not using it at the moment. Yes, we will need it down the line. As of now, it's not a massive priority. Sell that t-shirt, because we can just make another one. If we sold... We're not going to be able to get all the steel, but we will be able to get some. So could we get 600? We could get 600, because then what we could do is we could get 600 and get another cow in. No, we couldn't. What's more important? Could sell... I know people aren't going to be happy with this, but we could sell 6 of the shells. Okay, we're going to sell some mortar shells, which I don't feel great about. However, out of that, we managed to get 600 steel, which is big, because we can't really do anything. We can't get our high-tech research benches up without getting a bit of steel or anything like that, so we do need it. At the same time, if we could put ourselves in a position where we can get an extra cow, that helps with the food problem that we're having with, you know, it's just so slow. So I think that's the move to make, because eventually with the shells will be okay, but it's just to get the steel to be able to start researching, hopefully get deep drilling or that sort of stuff up. Not with this load, we'll probably need another bulk's good trader or something. So that's my logic for it. I totally understand if you think that's nonsense. But that's sort of what we're rocking. We're not building any more traps. And then it's the case of what are we going to do for our Killbox. I did say I was going to plan it off camera just because I am really rubbish with planning. I think with the Killbox we're going to still want it. It's where we're going to want the entrance. Because I don't really want it in a position where it puts any of our animals at risk or anything like that. I'll just go under speed. I suppose I can go under speed 3 while I'm talking nonsense. So maybe we still have it down here. We're going to want the shooters. Let's say the shooters here. So that's 8. I have to do this for my OCD. 12. 13. That should be fine then. So the shooters will sit here in the barricades. And what I need is almost has... Because we're pretty much using heavy SMGs. Down the line we'll be able to use assault rifles, I guess. But what I would love to do is... It's not a lot of distance to carry. But I suppose this is the first version of the Killbox, so... Yeah, go easy on me, party people, but this is going to be the plan. So what I'm putting in here, I'm terrible for chatting nonsense. No, I need to pause this because I need to just do the outline with his gun. So this is all going to be walled. Okay. Because actually what we can do is then we can move the barricades back once we get assault rifles for everyone. Because I feel like then that's the next version. But currently we're on heavy SMGs. The heavy SMGs is working nicely. So I don't think we've got any reason to really mess with that. What are we going to do with this bit here, though? This bit's quite wide. Well, it doesn't need to be, does it? So we could just do a 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, and then it comes up there. So that would be the close. Remove that. And then almost can go about his day. Thank you very much, sir. Undraft. Loving it. So then what we would want is, well, we have to decide. So this is going to be the flat bit that the enemies come out. So almost, sorry, I'm just checking. Yeah, so everything is going to be covered. Okay. And then it's basically the same like this, but a 1 by 1. So then we have to decide where we want the enemies coming out from. So we probably want them pushing out about there, I would hazard of guess. And then it's going to be a case of like making them walk as much as possible. Now, the reason why this is key is because it will stall them. And I think sometimes, especially me, why I get in trouble in Rimworld is a big force comes and we can't actually slow the force down. So then we're in like a weird situation where it's like we probably could have dispatched them quite easy, but because it's like, let's say, I don't know, like 70 of them, but because they're all coming at us all at the same time, it's just causing us problems. So I feel like we'll start with this for the time being, because this is going to be a big project. We'll probably still have to... I'll probably chuck a couple of traps in there or something like that, maybe. Like down there, we could just go trap, or something like that. I'm not really sure at the moment. But that's what we're going to be with. This will have no turrets or anything. So hopefully they'll come in. The problem is with sappers and breachers and stuff like that, they still seem to come into our walls. So we're going to have to try and put up as many turrets around the base to try and make sure they come around this way. However, if they do decide to come through this way anyway and destroy it, while that's negative, we've still got our defences set up. We still want them to come this way. Almost in darkness. Yeah, my bad almost. But to be fair, we were showing the people our thinking. This is version 1 of the Killbox. We need the party people at home watching this, eagerly awaiting my demise. Yeah, I'm onto you. I'm absolutely onto you. So what we will do is we will build out of limestone. I do want to have a quick round the colony. I don't think there's anything else. Just making sure that was... I was just checking the temperatures and whatnot, and there wasn't something silly reason why all them plants died. Not like the sun blocker incident. Like, let's not talk about that, party people. Let's not talk about that. I feel like we do need to ramp up our drug production. Because if it's going to be our main money maker, like, we really need to make sure it's, like, making money. And to be fair to us, a lot of it got killed from the blight, didn't it? Actually thinking about it. So, constructor-wise, I think we're actually... Okay, Arctic, can you haul that meat? I just saw some spare one there. We will have to keeping an eye on the meat situation, but it's not too bad. Sorry for the awkward pause. It is like scorching here, and your boy needs some like function juice and juice to make me function. Like, why do I? Everything I do sounds weird. Okay, there we go. That cow situation's looking a lot better, a lot better. We've got 2 bulls to breed them quite a lot. We'll just have to keep an eye, make sure, you know, we're still growing. I feel like this is a big area to like fixate on everyone, but as you can see, milk-wise already we're starting to actually get quite a lot, which is nice. It's much better. Now we need to make sure we don't get in a problem where we have too many cows. Too many cows spoil the broth. Doesn't work, does it? We need a cow saying, don't we? Okay, they've got a lot of hay at the moment, so that's not too bad. So that will burn quite nicely when all this gets set on fire. So that would be really positive to look forward to. Other than that, I think we start building our Killbox. I don't really see a reason why not. Inspired recruitment. We don't really have anyone to recruit, so that's fine. That needs deconstructing. We'll start very basic to begin with. And then once we've got this off, then we'll get rid of our old Killbox. But we don't want to get rid of that, too quickly. We want to make sure, because we still want to be able to shut it off for manhunting animals and stuff like that. We're going to have to try and make something funky dunky so we can get like EMP grenaders like really close to this bit. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that. Like, I'm really not sure how we're going to do that. But yeah. So if it's like down this way, we're going to have to make sure our defences that come all the way over here or something like that. When I say defences, I think we're going to go with like barricades to hide behind. And then sort of go from it. From there, I think. Obviously, you party people at home are the kings, so anything you guys say I will dismiss, and then after 2 episodes realise it's the way to go, panic, and then do it and pretend it's my idea. But, the thought's there. We can actually get started on construction of these 2 high research benches. I know some people want us to get, what is it? The sterile tiles and stuff like that. We haven't quite got that much steel, but it is at the back of my mind, so don't worry. We've got a little bit, so if we need to sell it, if traders come, so that's pretty good. It's just the grow zone needs to just be a bit better. What are the constructors doing? Almost. Playing a game? Playing a game? I don't think these colonists understand. Well, they're having a party, like, oh, boss, but we're enjoying ourselves. Not sure if I care. Not sure if I care. Party has been called off. I have to know the reason, or is it just like a random chance? But why did it get called off? I thought the colony was going well. I can hear the rat killing going. There we go. So construction is getting done, so that's nice. At least we can start. Well, let's turn the crematorium on. We are going to have to open some of these graves and start getting rid of the graves, though. Yeah, we're going to have to be a little bit careful with this double wall here, though. We might have to do something where we close it off here. Because otherwise, what could happen? Because we're going to have to open it up here for this kill box, so this wall's going to have to go down. What we don't want is a situation where they breach through here, come through here, and walk through here. It'd be pretty dire. So we might have to build like a wall there. And just a door in between, so hopefully then they don't want to do that. If they breach through here, they'll come through here. Which then's fine, because then it's like they'll break one wall, come through, break one wall. And it'll be pretty cushy. Obviously, eventually we want turrets around everywhere, the perimeter. And then probably more around the base to like help with like drop-ins. Although these hallways, this hallway particular that we've made has actually been really helpful when drop pods have dropped on us. So I'm not too like nervous Nelly about the situation, but it's just nice to keep an eye on. Camels given birth, cows are pregnant, they're living the dream, and so they should. Right, the high-tech research benches are actually going to go up. Didn't expect them to go up this episode, but that's absolutely fine. Are we still making... No, they still keep pumping out them large sculptures because we've got a few more rooms now that would actually be key for them to go up. Our bodies are getting... Yeah, we're a much more functioning machine than what we used to be. I feel like the additions of Teddy and Miami have been really positive. I have to say. Tempted to get another crematorium up. Right, the high-tech research benches are up, so that's really good. It means we can actually do research once more. I think I'm going to go into shields next. We have some shield cores available, and to be able to make some low shield packs would be very, very, very nice. Equally, we could go straight to deep drilling. We're going to go straight into deep drilling, then ground penetrating scanner. That's the problem at the moment, and we're going to try and address the problem. Let's not overcomplicate what's going on at the moment. The problem is steel. Let's address that problem. Getting shields are nice, and yes, can bite us in the bum if we don't sort it. But the name of the game is to address, you know, current problems in the colony, and it is a major one that we have. We don't have anyone like Regina and Christoph. I mean, Regina should help out because Teddy is, but we need to make sure that 2 people are in here at any point so we can get, like, really be banging out research. The problem is if I take Christoph off of construction, it just leaves almost constructing. Literally. Like, a quest like this would be very easy and very nice to do to, like, test out our Killbox. I want some more statues so we can put some statues in here and stuff like that. Teddy's coming in a lot. It's because there's no smithing, tailor or crafting at the moment. Gut worms, not good. Are you a wimp? Yeah. They're sickly, sorry, not a wimp. That had nothing to do with anything. Okay, that's fine. It's just one of them things. We've got 2 sickly colonists that are just going to cause trouble all the time, but that's fine. We're supposedly a family. We will take care of them. I say that through gritted teeth. Could be worse. I don't mind. I don't mind. I know we really shouldn't have 2 sickly people. You party people do tell me, but I think it's fun. It's sometimes I think it's cool. Like, you got to remember, I try and play Rimworld for the story rather than for the efficiency. That doesn't mean you can't be efficient, and that doesn't mean you can't ignore the story. But do you know what I mean? Because I find, like, it's a fun narrative when you have, like, colonists that are always getting sick. Well, it's fun in a I want to cry sort of way, but you know what I mean. See, look, no one's coming on here. Which is of concern. So the thing is, so the, like, Hands is never going to come on here anymore. Seedlings is never going to come in here anymore because they've got the additional task of keep pruning the trees. So there's no point even having them on here because it's like false equivalencies. Almost, again, constructor. That's the thing. Our 2 people that would be on it quite a lot are bogged down for construction. That's not really good enough. Like Regina, it's just because you're doing art. So if I take you 1 more art, then you're done. And let's try and get people. This is just going in here mainly for funerals and stuff like that. Just so we can actually have semi-okay funerals. I imagine that's how it works, like everything, if the room's beautiful. Fire. It's not too bad. More Devil Strand will be done soon. Another fire. Not too bad. It's literally burning a dryad. Is it in the home zone? Yeah, it's in the home zone. Oh, the dryad's even putting out. Yeah, none of you move as long as my colonists get a good night rest. You know, don't worry about it. Then Regina's up. She'll finish the last artwork. Then hopefully she'll start jumping on research. The thing is, once the... You know, let's be honest, this new Killbox is going to be the last major construction we queue up. So it'll just be interesting to see what happens after then. Well, we should have... I want like 3 people at all times to be able to jump on research. So it's like you constant have that flow of people wanting to do it. How are we doing with the Killbox? Fine. Christoph is deconstructing. Can we deconstruct this one? Because this is sort of a main problem. Let's deconstruct a load of this. There we go. Oh, we do get a little bit of steel from them. Nothing crazy. I might actually just queue up to deconstruct them all. Get some easy steel. Like, I see no problem with that. A little steel in the bank is better than none. And there's actually quite a few of these. So let's deconstruct all of them because we can't really be picky in the sense of like, oh, 8 steel isn't a lot. Well, it is when you don't have much. Let's harvest some berry bushes because we've got no reason not to keep going to the point where we actually stockpile some of these. To be fair, if we can get to a point where we're in overflow of food, it would actually be able to... It just set us up quite nicely. Right. The cows still look okay. We can link someone to the tree again. I think we were doing hands, so let's do hands again, I suppose. See if we can get hands some cool abilities. Anything extra to be able to help out in combat would be absolutely perfect. The idea is to have as many people as possible. Does Hans meditate? He does, doesn't he? Yeah. You know, the idea that we can have as many people as possible being these psychic warriors, I feel like is the way to succeed in these fights, where sometimes the odds are against you. So how can you bring the odds back on your side? Psychic warriors. So what has Hans got? Water skip. Can't remember that one. Douse a target area in water. It's interesting. So I can't see how big the area is. And he can't do it yet. But that could be extraordinarily good for big attacks, depending how much water he could put. Because water will slow the enemy down vastly. So he could potentially chuck it here, slow their movement as they're coming out. Right, Regina's now on research. Perfect. She's now gone into a work frenzy, which is also perfect. So we might have to have... Might need a dining room or something because they're not eating. I wonder if it's worth building a little room here that's just a dining room for the people that aren't near here. And I might actually do that. We'll just build it as sandstone. Ain't got to be anything too crazy. But actually getting rid of that 8 without a tabled modifier would be really good. We might wait for the time being. So I do want to get buy a refinery up to start making chem fuel. Is that a priority right this second? No, because it's going to use steel that I don't really want to use it for that yet. Not saying I never do, but... Right, we're still deconstructing these, so we're still making like little bits of steel here and there, so that's pretty cushy. So let's get in all that, and then we'll continue with our Killbox. This was a very quick design off the bat. That's my defense. I'm not saying it's a good defense, I'm just saying it is my defense. Right, then I feel like we can just... This is right over the road as well. Probably not the best planned out, but never mind. I like to think of it as like it's built for when the enemies walk in. Apart from I'm not building it like that. Break risk, hands. What's your problem? Ravenously hungry, tainted flak helmet. Well, why are you wearing it then? There you go. Recreation deprived. I left him drafted. Oh, it's so funny apart from it's not. Why did we break down today? Because Tazastical left his colonists drafted. What a move from Tazastical. What will he do next? What brilliant strategies has he got? Gee, sorry, Hans. Let's just make sure we are queued up to make cowboy hats. We are. So we need some more devil strands. So the Killbox is now going fully up. I wonder, because our base is so big, do we need 2 of these? That's notes on a postcard. I feel like... So how many... If we go security... 100 steel. So we could get a couple more turrets up, actually. It's got turret there. Turret there. Build copy. Because we know they have come through this way. So they're not that dissuaded to break through this way. I probably shouldn't put it right there. Unless we go, like, reinstall that turret there. Reinstall that one there. Then we'll build copy. That should be okay. Then we'll go like one there. One there. Don't want to go too turret heavy at the same... In the same breath, I want to make sure we really dissuade them. Reinstall that turret. There. So it can shoot down, I suppose. That turret's fine. See, but then they breach through this way as well. But I feel like they breach through this bit. And eventually we'll need like our layers of turrets in this bit. But I just want to make sure we've got enough at the moment. So, okay, slight improvements we can make. And especially with the traps not here anymore. If we can get this up as quickly as possible, we can get rid of this altogether. And then it actually does open up more space for us to do stuff for the colony. So even if we want to make this bigger, so we have like a bigger ranch. As you guys took the mick out of the size of my ranch. You never take the mick out of a man's ranch. Never. It's tragic. Teddy, are you that just done with gutworms, are you? No, I'm sorry, my man. Yeah, I feel happy with this. I mean, it's only through testing are we going to know. Now, we are going to be putting... I feel like it's barricades every other... I can't remember if it's barricades that you're meant to put in or... Sandbags. I suppose it doesn't really matter. What have we got? Have we got cloth? Many friends. Lady joins. Again, if we had the kill box up, I'd probably click that to trial the kill box out. Because I want to trial this out when it's fully operational, when it's got the sandbags that then slow people down. Like, I'm really curious how this can then play out. Really, really curious. So we don't have any cloth, is that what... So does it say, like, the movement penalty? Correct. Cover effectiveness. No, it doesn't. You'd think it'd take longer to climb over a barricade. Like, that's what logic would dictate, but... So let's go limestone barricades, and then we literally just want ones like this, every other step. The reason why you want it every other step, because I've done it in the past, where I've just put like one long line, but then actually it works as like them climbing up. So if you do a long line, it's just they climb up and then they run along them. Where every barricade, they have to go up and down and up and down and up and down. And this is what we want, because we want lots of these to slow them down. So if a big force is coming towards us, then they're being slowed down, which means then they're being drip fed to our shooters, which gives us more time to actually be able to, you know, potentially get rid of them, potentially kill them. So we're going to see how this works. And again, if you're not new to my series and you've watched before, you know most of my kill boxes are very trial and error. I don't like to just copy what other people do. I know the minute I say that, they'll go, well, Fred Simpson did this. And no, you know what I mean, putty people. Like, let's be honest, no one invented stuff with Rimworld. Everyone's been doing it. Like, I mean, there's wiki guides that have been up to how to complete this game forever, but the fun of it, I find, is trying to work them out on your own. So this is what we're going to go with. Because I've done a version of this before in the past, and I've done it 2x2. And then that was just a big, like, blowout when they came towards. But we sat... Hans, stop putting it on then. It's a tainted hat. Right. Is there a way... Current outfits... No, nothing tainted, please. Like, you keep wearing a hat and then going, oh, I'm wearing the hat again. Well, don't wear it. Oh, I'm wearing it. Well, why? Why? At that point, you need to, like, see a shrink or something. Like, so, sit down, Hans. Tell me, what makes you do these things? Ground penetrating scanner next, so we can get deep drilling up. Because that will change the game if we can find, especially with our base so big, the chances of getting a good deep drilling spot near us, you know, more likely than not. But yeah, I think Hans needs to see a shrink, needs to pay for therapy. Like, why do you keep doing this to yourself? Yeah, luckily Regina's sitting on it, but... I mean, let's put them on 4. It's got no harm. Like the hauling one. Come research. Come research. Come research. See if that helps. Don't worry about hauling a clean, and there's a few people that will do it over you anyway. And to be fair, the colony is pretty clean if you look around, and I think our statues will be able to offset it, so just because someone else can't do it like straight away doesn't mean it can't get done or anything. You know, it might just dirt might build up a little bit more than we would like, but like we said, as long as it gets done and the statues overset it, we're pretty golden. So yeah, I think we made big strides this episode. A lot of building to be done, so we are requiring a lot of work from the colonists. And yes, I'm fully aware I should build it in like sections and stuff, but that wouldn't be me, baby! Well, you know, we have to do it the way we do it. We have to. Don't even question that. Don't even question that. How the battery's doing. Okay. Yeah, we probably do need some more solar panels. However, I am conscious if we're going down we want to do the deep drilling and stuff like that. I'm conscious about keeping steel so we can get all that up. The deep drills themselves, I don't think actually require that much steel. 100 steel, 2 components, but it's the actual ground penetrating scanner itself which does require quite a lot. Is there anyone else we can get on construct? There's not really, is there? No, not really. No, not really. Yeah, maybe one more colonist, like another constructor, would be like really helpful for the colony. Like, not to a point where we've got to force the issue, but again, this is why I should have just built it slowly. Psychic smooth for males, so that's quite nice. Thank you, game. It'd have really been nice to have been able to get this up for like the first raid that will happen, but that's fine, that's fine. It's not like a crazy big deal. Right, the grow zone is looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Very nice. Cool, delete that. Okay, food has been non-existent. I feel like we've sorted that out. Do you know what? I say it every episode, but it's been a good one, hasn't it? It's been a good one. We've been living the dream. That statue can go in the battery room just in case people go in there. I don't know. I don't judge. To be fair, actually, it should probably go into the research room if they're spending like their whole life in here. It probably makes sense that we should give them as much of a mood boost as possible. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.